Hello, guys, and welcome to class. Good evening, everybody. How are you? We're going to see you guys in class today, and I hope tonight's class will be better. If you're joining me for the first time, this is Patente in pidgin, and I'm your host, Father Anthony. And I wish you stay in class today and listen very well. This is Spazio di Frenata Part 2. We did a Part 1 before, and today we'll continue. I welcome you all to class today. Sweet Miss Bella, M. Tam Vivian, Asemuta Juliet, Sonny Rains, John Michael, Obiano, Asemuta Juliet again, Esther TV, Merit Maxwell, and others. Good evening. Or Morisua Osaige. Welcome to my life. For those who are joining for the first time, this is Patente Being Pidgin, and I'm your host, Father Anthony. Last class we did something on we did calculations on Distanza, sicurezza. I hope by now you remember very well. We'll continue from there today. So no waste time today, because last week we spent much time on the calculation, and today I know the calculations we already gotten it, and to be easier for us today. So if you have any questions, always remember to drop at the comment section. Please like and share. That's what you can do. Just like and share. That's all. Nothing more. So just like and share as we continue the class today. So good. How was your weekend? How was the August break? I know you guys had fun. Me, I had fun as well. So if you've not gone for break, you still have time for break. Tao Sas, good evening. How are you? Good to see you in class. I'm saying new names here today. Please tell those in the group that we began class 8-1. Good evening. How are you? Thank glad that we began class already, so they can join us today. So without much wasting time, let's just go straight to class. Okay. Let's just see how we can do to this class. All right, guys. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? If you have any questions from last class, the class on the calculations, please do. Let me give like 2 minutes for any questions on the last class we did. If you have any question, please just let me know. Well, I send the link to some of my students who are not in this group. If you have any questions, please just let me know. Any questions, guys? All right, if not, we continue. Hey, you close from class as well. Okay. Sorry, I'm waiting for others to join so that we just begin. So I don't need to come back again. Oh, give me Israel or Ladiko. That calculation, go check my video. I beg. That thing will waste time again. Go and check my video, please. Okay. Waste time today again. Go check my video. That thing took us almost 2 hours that day. The whole class. We used that class for everything. So go check my videos, please. The video is still open. Video is still open. Go and check. All right, let's go. Nothing about spazio di frenata, which we stopped that day on spazio di frenata, which is the space to hold your brake, which we've done. Let me just begin from here. È lo spazio percorso dall'inizio della frenata all'arresto del veicolo. The space where you, when you see the danger, you can't pull leg for brake. That time, that space where you see the danger and pull leg for brake, the journey you made that time, that be spazio di frenata. È lo spazio percorso that it is when you begin hold brake, you see the stone or the danger, then just match your brake pad. So that distance where you make, that be spazio di frenata. I will talk say speed they affect them. The more your speed, the more the space go they wide. That the concept about speed that if your speed now two, if your speed increase by two, like se la velocità raddoppia lo spazio cresce di 4 volte. So anything the speed, if the speed not 3, your speed will be 9 times. That is 2 times 2, 4, 3 times 3, 9. And then the speed now quadruplica. If not 4 times, then the space will be 16. That is 4 times, for which we did last week. And then as the speed increase, the space will increase. And then we also talk say, apart from the speed, other things will make your space to hold brake see wide or increase. Now, when the grip between your tires and the ground. L'adrenza tra pneumatico e asfalto. If the adrenza is low, that means if the grip between your tires and the ground is low, thinking of which thing will make you hold brake, your tire not go hold brake on time. 9 be the speed. Okay, the topic is already there. The topic is Distanza, the sicurezza. We're already part 2 today. We've done already part 1 already. This is part 2 already. Okay. So if the speed is, if the adventure is low, that is the grip between you, the tire, and the ground is low, bassa. Maybe there is a snow, there's a fang which is poto, there's oil on the ground, or the ground is wet. If it's low, then the distance will increase. Or if your tires are blocked, like I tell you, there's a way you go hold your brake, you go block tires, you go increase the speed too. Or if your tires are used, usariti, they consumed, don't fight, you increase the speed, you increase your space to brake. And again, depends on the patente of the road, that is the level of the road. If they come down for here, you go increase. If they climb here, you go reduce. All this is we did before. And then the space to hold brake not depend on an expert driver. It don't depend if your reflexes are sharp. Maybe you did quick to hold brake. No, it don't depends on. It depends once you don't pull leg for brake. Other factors becomes external. So this we did last week. So we continue from where we stopped last week. Any questions? Should be chapter 14. I think should be chapter 14. I think so. Yeah, that 13 or 14. It depends on how your these things are arranged because most of the app is arranged differently. So it depends on how your app is arranged. We have spazio totale di arresto. Your total space of arrest. I think that we had a picture. Let me check. That we had a picture used that day. Let me check again. The picture used that day for this thing. Your total space of stopping. That they had a picture I was using that day for class. Let me check again. Yeah, there's a picture. Okay, I'll share this one. Good. Wow, I like this thing. I think it's very easy now. Okay, the total space of your total space. Now we begin with this red car. You see something, you can't begin whole brake. This red car, this pink car, you see this car for front, this green car, you can't begin whole brake. That time we see the car, maybe your reaction, react to it. The space we hold begin hold when you see the car, come in a march brake, maybe spazio di reazione. And again, it's spazio di because see when the car see the stuff, okay, the movement we make, maybe spazio di reazione. Then from that moment, it begin the whole brake thing can't stop. Maybe spazio di frenata. We can't stop. The whole of these things, maybe total spazio di frenatura. From where Siam to when you hold brake. Now I want check now. So now I see so. From where begin hold it in, come stop. Now I see so. That's for me. Lo spazio di arresto è pari allo spazio percorso nel tempo di reazione più quello percorso durante la frenata. This is a quiz question. Okay? How do you calculate the distance? The distance, we've done that already in class last week. But yeah, the distance is not, there's a way you calculate the distance, the meters. We've done that one in the last class. Check my last video. If not, no worry, maybe the end of the class, I'll repeat it, but let's wait. I may do it again at the end of this class. Okay? Lo spazio totale di arresto, the total space of arresto is when you stop a car. You didn't off the engine. You are maybe, those stopping when you do traffic lights or police day road. You there in the car. Your leg there. You just ready to move. You're not off the engine, but you are in motion. Just stop the car for you, and that be called arresto. So the tempo or the time for arresto, the total space of arresto is equal to the space you move during the time of reaction. You see the thing, you dey move, you can't hold brake. Q plus the one you make during the break time. So meaning you dey drive car, you see the obstacle, you react, you see am, you can't hold brake. Plus that space where you take see am hold brake, plus the one wey you make during the braking time, na be the total space of arresto. This is what you see in quiz. So the total space of arresto is equal, pari. Put this thing, look for this thing, pari. Is not dependent, there is pari. Is equal. Pari is equal to the space where you move. The time when you see the stone or you see the car for your front, the car in your front, the car hold brake. You see the brake light, you come begin stop. That time when you see the brake light, you come match brake. That be tempo di reazione. Wait, the tempo we act, the time we act, we react to that brake light. Then you come put leg for brake. That moment where you see the brake light and the time we come match brake, that movement where you make, now they call tempo, spazio di reazione. Now these two plus the time where you come take the journey where you make as you press the brake, the car not stop once, so the car move again small before it can stop. All these things together be total spazio of arresto. Total space where you make before the car stop finally. Now, what are these things that will affect these movements? What is going to affect this total space of reaction? One, it will increase aumenta la velocità. This is what you see in example increase. That space will increase if the speed increase. Now that space depends the reflexi di conducente, because your reflex starts from when you see. Remember, this reflexi does not affect the space of holding brake. Now it's part of this thing because it affects the very moment where you see your reflexes. You're not the distractor. You're not off phone. You were sharp to see the brake. You can't stop. So it affects your total space from when you see the red lights. You can't take reaction. See when you can't stop is affected also by the reflexes of the driver. Aumenta a diminuire l'adrenza di pneumatici. The space will increase if the grip between your tire and quota reduce. E quindi se gli pneumatici sono usariti, se la strada è bagnata, innevata, corpetta di fango, diminuisce se l'asfalto è ruvido. Now, if the quota is wet, there's snow, there's ice, there's oil on it, it will increase the space to hold brake. It will create total space to hold brake. But if the quota is ruvido, is rough, it will reduce the speed, the space of holding brake. It will reduce the total space where your car go stop. Sorry. aumenta la pendenza della strada in discesa. It will increase if the road dey hilly, dey slopey. The time to the total space to hold brake go also increase. So what the factors, you don't confuse them. So these factors, the same thing with the other factor, except this reflexes, which is not here. Reflexes is only here, but it's not in that place because it begins from when the driver begins to see the red light and hold brake. So for those who are joining us now, I know you're gonna confuse because you missed the first class. And then those who are just beginning for the first time, you are just entering the middle of the class. It will not be so easy for you to catch it, but don't give up. You can go back to my videos from chapter 1 and watch again, or if you go to driving school, begin. Meet us here because we are doing a cycle. We'll come back here again. So anytime you meet us, you are not missing anything at all. You're getting something. So the stanza, the sicurezza. Now we enter the main topic. La distanza di sicurezza è la distanza da mantenere rispetto a veicoli che si procede. Is that distance you go make? Is that distance you go keep in respect of the car with your front, no with your back? Procede davanti, non segue. Segue non deve they follow you, but davanti procede per consentire a veicoli di fermarsi in tempo in caso di pericolo, evitando di tamponare il veicolo che si procede. That distance where car your front. You know, if you watch and they drive car, yeah, you know, they move bomber to bomber. They give distance. That distance should be enough for you to stop in case the car in your front stop. So if the car in your front hits a car, you don't go run into it because you know say you don't know you can't run into the car. No, you have to because any car you hit from behind, now you the 40. Because the distance already we should keep is not there's no measurement for a distance. There's measurement in some is 3 cases which we'll see later. But this one's not joiner. But normally, if the car there front and the car just hold brake or the car hit on that car for front, you with the back supposed to have that space to hold stop. So you should have enough space for you to react and to stop. So your reaction time and your reaction space and your brake space should be enough for you to stop before hitting that car. So that was saying that the space per consentire to allow a car to stop in time so that in case of pericolo to evitare to hit tamponare i veicoli che si procede. Non è un valore fisso, ma quella minima deve essere almeno uguale allo spazio percorso durante il tempo di reazione. Quindi ai metri che i veicoli percorrono alla cieca di un secondo. Noise. It has no face value. So this one a quiz question. You don't get face value. It's not 20, it's not 30, you don't get face value. But should be enough, should be the minimum one that is enough. That's almost enough to the space where you during the time of reaction. So you see the cardio from whole break. As you see, you stop. So it should be enough time for you to react and stop. So not be you did distracted. You just say, hey, I don't know, you just see the car because you were distracted. The time you should have the space between you and the car should be enough for you to see the red light, the brake light, and then stop. You see it and you stop, and you don't go hit the car. There's enough space. That's what they call that the standard sicurezza. It happens almost in a second. Now that distance is commensurate. So it is you like measure it or the space not depend actually, but commensurate with the speed alla velocità del proprio veicolo o a quella di veicolo che lo procede. It depends on your own speed, your own car, your speed of your car, and the one of the car with your front. So in other proper vehicle, meaning it depends commensurate with your own proper speed and that of the one with your front. Alla potenza dei riflessi e alla condizione fisica, attenzione, considerazione, stato di salute di conducente. It depends on how your reflexes, how quick you are, your promptness to stop, and then on your psych condition, your attention, your concentration, and your health state of you with the driver. So you know if you just enter car the drive and then you dey on phone dey shout dey call you emotionally your emotions are high, you dey vex, it will affect because you can be distracted. So it depends on this distance where you give the car commensurate is equal to your attention, your reflexes to stop. So meaning you are not distracted. Alle condizioni di traffico, hold up or car dey move. So if na hold up, you give stance. If they wrong with the car, you give distance. Depends. So allargamento plano altimetriche della strada. Quindi before we talk about pendenza, nana è dato allargamento plano altimetrico della strada. Is it hilly or is it slopey? If they climb or they come down. Alla condizioni atmosferiche depends on the atmospheric condition. Is it raining, snow dey fall, or there is dew, nebbia? A tipo di veicoli che stiamo guidando o al suo stato di efficienza. Ad esempio, in base allo stato di freni di servizio, non da freni di mano. The way they drive, is a car you drive, is it okay? Is it effective? For example, your brake, is it okay? Not your handbrake, or it is we have two kind of brake. One is the brake frame the service, so that the normal brake. Why the manual is the handbrake. So this one now depends on your service brake. Don't go and miss it in exam. Exam will ask you to put frame the manual. No, handbrake not concerning your distance. Is your normal brake not go affect them. O la condizione di alla connessione e all'aderenza dei pneumatici, all'ente di carico trasportato. Is your grip, the grip, how is it? Is it low or high? Or the load you carry? So this one depends on the distance you give a car. Because it has no value. There's no measurement, but you have to give distance. Non dipende dal numero di corsie della strada, la sua larghezza, la dimensione dei veicoli che procede. So it not depends on the number of lanes with the road, or the largest of the road, or the dimension of the car with your front. Is the car big or small? It not depend. You have to give a space. Not say because this car big, small, give small, big space. No. Da limiti di velocità sul retro di veicolo che ci procede. It not depend on these cars get a speed limit for the back. You see some vehicles right at 80, 100 for the back are speed limits with red color. It not depend on those ones at all. Or the largezza dei veicoli, the tipo di organizzazione, it's not depend on the largest of the car or what kind of fuel they use. Is it benzina, gasoline, or GPL? The last one, or is your tank, is your cylinder heavy? Or la marca innestata? It not depend on your number of, because you put Java or gear 2, it not depend at all. Or la presenza di servo stars. Your car gets a power steering. You're not concerned this one. So these are not what make you give distance for car your front. You see because the car big or small, or the car large, or the use benzina. No. What depends on the space you give them is the kind of road they move. Is the road wet? Is it hilly? Or are you climbing? Yeah. Or is it hold up the condition of the traffic? Or are you distracted? Or the speed of your car, or the car in your front. So these are what you see. Now, that's the distance between you and the next car, they not get value, but there are some that has value. Okay, that measure. Evaluate la distanza di sicurezza da mantenere da una macchina sgombranevole o spaditrice di sale in azione è di 20 metri. The distance, the value of distance you give to the car with a clean ice for road, with a clean snow for the color sgombraneve or spaditrice with a poor sand is 20 meters. So if these cars are walking on the road, you get 20 meters. Now only these ones, one we get measurement 20 meters. Or two, su strada extraurbana ha una corsia per senso di marcia. The road with the outside city extraurbana. Okay? And they get one lane for senso di marcia, 2 lanes, one going, one coming, doppio, one going, one coming. La distanza fra i veicoli adibiti di trasporto di marcia di massa complessiva superiore a 3.9 qui sia stato imposto divieto di sorpasso deve essere almeno 100 metri. Now you dey outside city, okay? You dey outside city, and on that road, na 2 lane going and coming, and then there's divieto, don't overtake. Meaning, in the middle of the road, there's double line or straight line. Meaning you can't overtake, or the people you can't overtake in this road. If 2 cars they go where they carry load, this lorry, they must give themselves 100 meters. So we get two conditions where the distance between you and the next car is measured, because the distance between you and the car is not measured, not get value. There's no distance, there's no measurement with it, but it gets conditions, which we explain just now. Only when it gets measurement now 2 instances. One, if you dey behind these cars where they remove snow for ground, or where they pour salt to make the snow melt for ground, give am 20 meters. 2, if you dey road extra urban road, and between 2 cars wey dey carry load, extra urban road, outside city, whereby on that road now 2 lanes, each lane for movement, one going, one coming, and there's a deviation of surpass. You know, say you must not see that sign say don't overtake before you know say there's deviator. There's other deviator for surpass. Maybe the middle gate 2 lines or straight line, meaning you can't overtake. So in that condition, between these 2 cars is 100 meters. Don't tell me how you measure am. Just give them chance. Don't measure with tape. It's 100 meters. So like 2 conditions whereby this thing is measured. Non esiste specifica indicazione sul valore della distanza. He said there's not exist any specific measurement of distance you give between you and the next car in your front. Even even if the car you dey hill, there's a bad weather, forte pioggia, navigata. Because in example, they say in caso the forte pioggia, in case of heavy rain, you give distance of car 100 meters. No, this is not get distance. It to get measurement. So don't get it confused, because it sounds real. It's okay, rain they fall, so I give this car distance. No, it's not true. Se si percorre la corsia di emergenza o strada extrabanale. You say maybe they pass through emergency lane or they pass extrabanale road. You give no, you not get measurement. It's not consigned. Now, when must you keep this distance? Vai sempre mettenuta. The distance must be kept anche prima di iniziare un soccorso, o se si procede a bassa velocità. Is it if before you overtake a car, you must give distance, or if they move in low speed? Va aumenta quando si marcia in colonna. Increase the distance between the car. If you are moving in lines, you dey hold up, increase your distance. Qualora sia difficile valutare il comportamento di conducente dei veicoli procede. This is when qualora is vero, because sometimes it's false, but yeah, it's vero. Anytime it becomes difficult for you to evaluate the component of the driver in your front. Person in your front, it is suave. It goes slow, it go increase, it suave. And you not feel know why it's maybe they sleep. You give them distance, increase your distance for that car. O quando esso trasporto un carico sporgente poco stabile, or if the car in your front the carry load will not be stable, or the load extend out of the car. Sporgente, the load bulge out of the car, and you did it back, give am, and it's not stable, it dey wave, give am distance. Sorry, these are factors to give the car distance. It not get measurement. I hope with these you're able to understand better, because when quiz come now, confuse you. Now, fast question, non è vero, è falso. Non è vero che il conducente ha obbligo di controllare che il veicolo che lo segue rispetto alla distanza di sicurezza. It is not true that you, as a driver, you're obliged to check your back if the car with your back give you distance. You're not obliged, you're not concerned you. So that it concerns you when you want hold break. Maybe you want swerve or you want traffic gate, you want overtake. Check your back first if carry your back. But you're not obliged to always the control say the carry your back, give you distance. O it's not true che deve essere almeno pari a quella distanza di visibilità o uguale allo spazio di frenata. I say it's not true that it must be almost equal to the distance of you, which you see your distance, because you see and then you give and no, or is equal to the space of your holding brake. No, it's not true that deve essere di almeno 100 metri in caso di forte pioggia. It must be 100 meters before. Or poi diminuire la galleria. That is not true that you must reduce the speed when you're in gallery. O se i veicoli che procede è un autocarro, si deve diminuire. That the car you're from a big car, so you have to reduce your speed, reduce your distance. No, it not depends on the dimension of the car. Or in autostrada, è possibile diminuirla. Like the express road, if you reduce your distance. No, it says not. We've done this already. We've done these calculations already. So what you do now, for those who were in class last time, or yes, we've done this thing already, you have to, what you do now is to cram this calculation, crammer. This is what you see. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the 4 questions you see in calculation. So these are the answers you see. So the answers are in meters already. They'll tell you when I give you this 50, 100, 150. If you see 50, the answer is 14. If you see 100, the answer is 20. If you see 130, it's 36. If you see for 150, it's 42. So you can cram these numbers if you can calculate it. We didn't calculate before in class. We can see just throw light on it already again. We can share the calculation again. We've done it before already. So we give it time that, we give it time that day, serious time that day. We'll do it at the end of this class so that we don't waste time. Don't worry. Okay? So that we don't waste more time again. So let's continue. Now the next one is distrazione di conducente. What can distract a driver? What can distract you while driving? La distrazione di conducente è un pericolo e può essere causa di incidente, anche se si limita a pochi secondi. Distraction of the driver is dangerous and can cause accidents, even if not just few seconds. What can cause it? Può essere causata dall'accensione e utilizzato da cellulare. You want to use phone. Before you know, bullseye. Phone can cause it. O accensione di una sigaretta. You want a cigarette. You want a cigar. O della ricerca di comandi della radio. You define how to increase the volume for radio, to put your CD for radio. It can cause it. Or the altri apparecchi elettronici. You want on AC. You want wind down. Can cause little this thing too as well. And with this, we have come to the end of this topic. Like I told you, let's throw light on that calculation before we do quiz and then end the class today. Quite very short to the very. Let's do the calculation on that one and see. Any questions for any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions so far? Any questions? Any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Let me throw light on that calculation for the last time. I just explained once and that's all. I'm not explaining after this one again. Then we'll do quiz and then we are done for today. We just rejoice. I hear you. I listened before. It's even in my TikTok self. Eh? I like story. We have a question. This is a question like this. And we have a question like this. In un secondo, se percorrono circa 36 metri 36 se si viaggia a 130 km per ora. Your concern here is because when you get these are the way the question is mostly. Your concern is this is the answer they gave you. They already give you the answer. So if you already cram that 130 gives you 36, easier you continue. But if you never cram, how will you get the answer? Now this meters, anything in meters they give you is already the answer, but you have to calculate it if it's the answer. So that's the question. Whatever you see in meters is already the answer. So you have to calculate if is the answer. How do you calculate it? The speed. This thing was speed. Okay. The speed, which is in kilometers per hour, 80 kilometers per hour is the speed, which is this 130. They'll give you divided by 10. So let's move this one. We got this divided by 10. 130 divided by 10 gives you 13. So whatever you get as 13 divided, because the formula we used was like this was the formula. Speed in kilometers divided by 10 gives you A. Entry you get divided by times 3 gives you the answer they're asking you to get. And your answer must be equal to the answer there in seconds, in meters, or should be 3. It should be 3 less than the answer or 3 more than the answer. So if you're getting 20 as your answer and you calculate and get 23, you are right. Or you get 20, you get 17, you are right. But anything above 23 or below 17 is wrong. So it should be Isaiah, that's Israel. That is not. I'm not sure. No, Israel. That is not. That topic is not today. It's not for this topic today. Okay. That question you asked, Isaiah, Israel is not for this topic today. So we have 130 divided by 10 is 13. 13 by 13 times 3 is 37. And the answer here is 36. So it's correct. So if you have 37, 38, 39, you are correct. That is plus 3. If you have 35, 34, 33, you are correct. So it's how you calculate this thing. So the speed divided by 10 times 3. That's your answer. Whatever you get must be 3 less than or 3 plus the answer or the answer itself. So that's it. The factor that can make you reduce your speed again. It's not reduce your speed that make you give distance. And it's reduce speed that can make you give more distance, that can make you increase your distance between you and the car. Whatever I will explain, not speed. Now let's do a quiz on this and see how it goes. Let's do a quiz on this and see how it goes. Let's do a quiz on this and see how it goes. Any questions, guys? Let's do a quiz on this and see how it goes. We do a quiz on the old topic we've done since. Okay. I want you guys to participate in this quiz, not just me alone. Join me with the quiz and let's see how many you get while you do the quiz yourself. Okay, let's go. Sulla distanza di sicurezza influisce la dimensione dei veicoli che procede. That's the dimension of the car in your front. The car big, dimension, is it big or small, to affect the distance you're giving the car? I told you that it does not affect it. That one does not join at all. The car big or small, you must give distance, no matter if the car big or small. So now when road, other things affect, but this car does not affect it. La distanza è commiserata anche alla presenza di servostesso. Because say your car gets power brake, then power steering, then it depends, it go determine your distance. No, you're not join. You must give distance despite your power steering. Because at least this car getting it, that's good. La azione di sicurezza deve essere determinata in relazione alla larghezza dei veicoli che procede. That you must determine your distance between you and the next car because according to the bigness of the car in your front. No, it's not general at all. It's a falso. La distanza distrazione di conducente può essere causata dall'accensione di una sigaretta. The driver can be distracted while they put on cigarette. Yes, it's true. Lo spazio ora diventa 9 volte maggiore se la velocità si triplica. I gave you the expo for this already. When you see when you talk about this duplicate increase, the speed, actually the space to hold brake will increase if the speed increase. Now, how many times? So if the speed increase 3 times, triplica times 3 gives you 9. This is already the answer. So it's also essentially triplica 3 times 3. Good times himself to give the next answer. It is 9. If the right, yeah, duplica times 2, 2 times 2, double, will give you 4. You look for 4 here. So these are just easy questions to know already. La distrazione di conducente può essere causata dalla ricerca di comandi della radio o di altri apparecchi elettronici. That in the drive car, you look for how to on radio or to wind down if it cause distraction. Yes. Sulla distanza di sicurezza influisce l'efficienza del freno di servizio. I told you. You see, sometimes they put freno di mano here. That the distance you give a car could be influenced by the effectiveness of your brake. Which brake? Is it the service brake or the handbrake? So that way you be careful. But which brake? Is it the servicio or the manual? These are what you should look out for. This is true because talking about the brake of the car, not the handbrake. So the efficiency of your brake can also affect the distance you give a car. La distanza di sicurezza deve essere a meno 100 metri nella forte discesa. You see now that the distance you give a car when they come down for hill, discesa is hill. A slopey road should be almost 100. You not get measurements. You don't measure at all. Now only 2 conditions you do measure, which I told you before. So here you don't measure it at all. Lo spazio totale di Arexto aumenta se pneumatici sono usati. The space to stop finally will increase if your tires are used, consumed. Yes, if your tires are used, your car will stop immediately. It will take some time to stop. So you increase the space to stop finally, which is true. These are simple logic which I've explained over and over for you guys. Lo spazio di frenata aumenta se la strada è in salita. The logic. I say the space to hold brake. So in natura, the space to hold brake will increase if the road is in the climb of. Remember, if they climb, you hold brake, the brake not will hold on time. Now when they come down, the logic is logical. So when you are climbing, aumenta, no, the car will not hold brake on time. If they come down, it will not. If they climb, it will hold brake on time. So these are the logic you should know about all these things. So, lo spazio aumenta in salita no, aumenta in discesa il spazio. Lo spazio totale di arresto è indipendente dell'usura dei nemici. Now, be careful. That the space of stopping is independente, is not dependente, independente of the use of the tire. Usura, overuse of tire. Now, that means does not depend. So mark your word. If it's dependent, it means it depends on the use of the tire, overuse of the tire, or the wear out of the tire. Now I say it's not, it's independent, meaning it does not depend. So be careful with these words. Okay? They'll put them there to confuse you. So it does not depend and it is falso because it depends on the wear of the tire. We move. La distanza di sicurezza è una distanza fixa. The distance you give cars is a fixed value, is not fixed at all. Good. Mathematics. In un secondo si percorrono circa 10 secondi. Si viaggia a 100 km. Is it true? Let's calculate. The speed divided by 10 is 10. Have we? 10 times 3 is 30. And the answer is 10. So you don't need 10 at all. It's very far from 10. So it is faster. Very easy. If not 13 or it is around between 13 or it is 7, it's correct. But it's very far from, so it is 0. Very easy. I valori della distanza di sicurezza deve essere stabiliti anche in basso all'intensità di carico. That the value of the distance you give a car should be stabilized on the kind of load where the car carry. Il valore della distanza deve essere stabilito anche in base all'intensità di carico. This should be true. La distanza di sicurezza deve essere tale da riuscire a fermare il tempo di veicoli in caso di pericolo. That the distance sicurezza should be equal for you to be able to stop the car on time in case there's danger. Yes. Un secondo si percorrono circa 42 metri se si viaggia a 150. Very easy. 150 divided by 10 is 15. 15 times 3 is what? 15 times 3 is what? What's 15 times 3? 45. So the 5 and they gave 42. Now 45 is 3 higher than 42. It is correct because 45 is closer to, it's just 3 higher than. So if you pass 3, if 46 is wrong, but since it gives us 45, it is correct because it's close to the answer. So you see it, 15 divided by 10 is 50. 150 divided by 10 is 15. 3 times 3 is 45, and 42 is the answer. So for 45 is close to 42 with 3, so it's correct. Almost. La distanza di sicurezza va rispettata per non tamponare I veicoli che ci procede. Remember, they'll put che ci segue, yeah, which is wrong. The distance between the car is respected so that you not go hit the car with the front. Che ci procede, not ci segue. No, this thing, I just small thing just confuse you. Il valore della distanza di extremità deve essere stabilito anche in base alla marcia innestata. That the value of distance should be sure, stable on the base of the jar where you put gear. Is it jar 1, jar 2? No, we're not drawing this far, so it's not among the factors. Distanza di sicurezza dipende dalla potenza di veicoli che procede. But the distance we give your car will depend on the power of the car with your front. No, you're not drawing. It depends on the power with your front. It's not just a falso. Il rispetto della distanza di sicurezza evita la collisione con I veicoli che procede. That the distance you respect, the safe distance you respect, will make you avoid you to collide with the car in your front. So they're gonna use tamponare o collisione. So it's the same thing. It is vero. So don't mind it. So they use tamponare or collisione. It's the same thing. It's vero. Now, Otto, you answer it yourself now. I'm not going to answer again. Let's go. 21. Sulla distanza di sicurezza da mantenere, di veicolo che procede influisce il tipo di servostato utilizzato. I'm not explaining again. I've explained 20 now. Your time now to do it is a freestyle answer now. Sulla distanza sicurezza, don't marco da marco, da mantenere di veicoli che procede influisce il tipo di servostato utilizzato. I'm not explaining why it is true or false, but you try to answer yourself. We're 20, we're 20, yeah, we're 21. People are saying 22. Am I 22? Are they 21? Who is it 22 first? Forgive me. Carefully. Are you with me? La distanza fra autotreni, impresa di segnale di divieto di sorpasso fra di loro deve essere pari ad almeno 10 metri. Somewhat will confuse you. Remember, I told you it's not 10. There are two conditions you have to give distance that is measured. Two. One was 20, that was 100, and they put 10. So be careful with these things. This one they explain and give an expo. Lo spazio di frenatura diventa 16 volte maggiore se la velocità è quadruplica. 4 plus 4 give you 16. And that is put again. La distrazione di conoscente non è determinata dall'uso del cellulare. La distrazione dei conoscenti non è determinata dall'uso del cellulare. The distraction of a driver does not determine by use of that phone cannot make you distracted. I know why they explain it. Oh, I told they explain these things for now. Lo spazio di frenatura aumenta se la strada è innevata. The space to hold brake will increase if the road is covered with snow. Lo spazio di frenata diminuisce se la strada è in salita. The space to hold brake will reduce if the car they climb up. Senza di sicurezza è commiserate anche al limite di velocità riportato sul retro di veicoli che ci procede. The distance where you give for between cars is considered on the limit of the car. The right from behind the car, the right behind the lorry for a 70 or 90, that thing will affect your distance between you and that car. Il valore della distanza di sicurezza di mantenere da una macchina sgombraneve in azione è di 20 metri. Distance to give between the car, you and the car with a clean ground, where they remove snow, ice from ground is 20 meters. Remember, I told you two conditions where these things are measured, and this one is one. But mind you, mind what they'll give to you. Don't just rush. Be careful. La distanza di sicurezza deve essere aumentata qualora sia difficile valutare il comportamento di conoscente di che procede. This is one of the time where qualora is correct. The distance you give a car must increase anytime you see it's difficult to evaluate the comportment of the car within your front. The last today. Lo spazio di frenatura diminuisce se conoscente ai riflessi pronti. Lo spazio di frenata diminuisce se conoscente ai riflessi pronti. Your question will be, does the reflex of the driver affect the space of holding brake? Remember, I told you the reflexes only affect the total spazio di arresto, not the space of frenata. That's why you need to come to class to know the differences. Just stay in my class. You don't need to go back and read again. You pass these things. Just stay in my class. You don't need to read again. You just remember these things. You remember my voice and you pass these things. It's very easy. You read. Like reflexes affect the total time to arresto, but does not affect the space of holding brake, because once you mash brake, other things take effect, not you at all. So it is fast. So it does not affect at all. So it's fast. So let's see. Now with my phase 3, phase 4, phase 10, we might be distracted. I might have touched true or vero. So let's see the answers and check your answer as well. You see, difficult as this topic is, we get zero because we understand them better now. You see? So with this class now, you've at least covered this topic. Now you can go and do quiz on it yourself. It is very simple if it's been explained like this. So now the language they kill us, but you see how I was able to break it down for you so that you could not see and know why this is this. It's very simple. Just one little mistake will just throw you off. So how many did you guys get? You get the same answer I get, or you face some? So this is why you have to come to class. At least if you can't, you don't have time to study. You don't have time to read, but you have time to stay in class. That 1 hour is enough for you to remember things. Because after my class, you don't need to go back again and read. Just that you've done it, just pass a walk pass for you guys. So guys, on this junction, I end today's class. And it was nice having you guys today in class. 28? Okay, you got 28. Oh, so sorry. It was nice having you guys today in class. It was lovely having you guys today in class. And I wish to see you again in class on maybe on Thursday by God's grace, if God willing. Okay? If God willing, we'll see you again in class on Thursday. Any question before we end this broadcast, this live? Any questions? So before you go to bed, do two scalar on this particular topic and see that you overcome it and move to the next one. Okay? And don't wait for me to teach. Go to the next. Our next topic will be on, let me see, our next topic will be on next topic will be on posizione dei veicoli su carreggiata, cambi di corsia, che see on that. It is a long topic too. So I hope you guys will be in class next time. Small, the move small. You can read ahead of me. I've done all the chapters already in my YouTube channel. Subscribe. 20 euro for every topic. You can use 5 euro for chapters 1 to chapter 11, I think so. 7 euro from chapter 1 to 20 to 18. And then if you pay 20 euro, you're able to have access to all the videos. Some videos are open, but not all of them. So it depends on you. Get the videos and study and do your exam. I'm going to wait for, because all my videos, the way I teach is why I teach my videos. So no different. Alex, maybe now I'm more relaxed and I give more explanations, but they're the same thing. You can use the video. People use the videos as their personal class and they pass the exam. So don't be left out. Look for reasons why you can learn, read, understand, not reasons why you can't read. Reasons why you don't have time to do your quiz. So guys, on this note, I say thank you very much for being with me today. Please always remember to like and share this live to others so that we have many people that will come join us very soon. See you guys again, and God bless you. May God give you the grace to read, understand, and give you retentive memory so that what you read, you understand and keep it in memory and then give you the grace to pass your exams. May God bless your children, yeah, your family, home, and abroad, and all your endeavors, that you prosper in whatever you do. Through Christ our Lord, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, guys, I'm out.